Hello YouTube, it's Bane13 here. I'm going to talk about or my view on the Piracy Act that is currently going on, and I have my feelings and opinions on them. It's about 7 o'clock in the morning, and I was waking up and doing my normal thing, and I was watching my usual circles of videos that I usually do, and one of the channels I watched really really brought to my attention and maybe brought up some feelings about it that I needed to express somehow other than musically. That this Piracy Act is probably the biggest load of shit I've heard in my entire life. I don't know why people think that it leads to, drugs, lost jobs, child labor, and gang violence. It's retarded. Completely retarded. As a musician myself, the band I'm working in currently, we are, we're trying to get our stuff up, and I've heard a lot of musicians piss and moan about, piracy in the past, and here's my 2 cents on it. You can download someone's album, you can download their music videos, you can download a live concert, but you don't get the experience with all of that. There are some you can download all the album artwork, but usually they're either free albums straight from a website or they're from iTunes and they're a digipack. You can't download a t-shirt from the concert. You can download a print, but it's not the same. You can't download catching a guitar pick. You can't that you can make your own, but that's not what I'm getting at. You can't go to any kind of concert and have one of the band members flick a pick into the audience and then expect just download that pick before it hits someone's hand. It doesn't work that way. What I'm trying to get at is you can't download the experience or the other merchandise that you would get, and I think that a lot of musicians don't understand that they need to stop pissing and moaning, because if people like their music enough to download it, okay, maybe they're going, well, I don't know about this band, so I'm just going to download it and see if I like it. What happens if they do like it? They'll download the rest of your material. And what happens if they like that and they really enjoy it? They're going to buy t-shirts. What are they going to do after t-shirts? If you're touring and you're close enough to them, they're going to do what? They're going to go to your concert. They're going to try to see you as much as possible. If they could find a backstage pass, they'll buy it. They're going to buy all these different little doodads just because your face is on them or your band logo's on them or you have something to do with them. You can't download that. You can't download a fan base. You can try, and I guess people could argue by saying you can download a fan base by putting stuff on the internet, like Facebook, so you're technically downloading fans, I guess in some kind of abstract way. But you can't really download fan loyalty just because, you're going to make them buy an album. We're in a recession. People can't afford to just go out and bust out $15 over an album or anything like that. You give them the music for free, they're going to be like, wow, this band is really cool. When I get enough money, I'm going to go see them and I'm going to buy a t-shirt and stuff. That's what they're going to do. When you go touring, they're going to come see you live if they can afford it. And basically every concert I've been to, with the exception of maybe a few, the concert tickets are only like $20. 25, maybe 30 if you're in like the pit. But that's a different story. The fact of the matter is you can't download the live experience, and you're not losing any money. I don't have a job. I've been trying to get a job for over 2 years now, and I can't do it. Well, maybe it's been like a year and a half. I don't know. Who cares? But I've been trying consistently, and I can't do it. I've been trying since I moved out of my parents' house, and even before I moved out of my parents' house, and I can't seem to get a job. I've tried cutting my hair, dressing normal, whatever. I just can't get a job. It's the economy. So these artists who are sitting there going, well, you're taking money out of my mouth. No. I saw an ad with Jack Black in it too. He's like, don't be a douche. Don't support piracy. Now, I agree with the idea of not pirating movies if you're going to sell them to other people, just like I wouldn't agree if people were going to download my music and sell, the music to other people. But as that being an inevitability, and people have the desire to have that freedom, if this act passes, it's just going to get worse. The government can try to pin it down, but it's just going to get away eventually anyway. My point being, though, even if people do that, it's making you more renowned across the world, across the United States. People still going to hear your music or see your movies. Why does it always have to be about money? I mean, I understand you need money to do things, but if you're making $6.8 million a year, who gives a shit? You have a house, you're well fed, you have electricity, you have internet, you probably have video games, and you're eating fine. What's with all the fucking excess? I understand people like to live in luxury, but there doesn't really seem to be much of a point. Especially if you're gonna piss and moan about people downloading albums. Like, people are still buying them, but other people are just downloading them. Anyway, I'm Bane13. Hopefully you can hear this video.